Good morning to one and all. Today we are going to study the next important topic, which is connected to soft skill development. And the name of the topic is peer pressure. So, what do you mean by peer? A person who is of the same age or position in society as you. Okay, peer means we say in Hindi, ये तो मेरे साथ ही पढ़ता है. Okay, ये तो मेरा ही क्लासमेट है. ये तो मेरा ही कॉलेज मेट है. ये तो मेरी ये, he is also working in as same as me. Okay, he's my colleague. Okay, so it is called as peer. Okay, a person who is of same age or position in society as you. A peer is someone at your own level, an individual who is of the same age as you are and has similar status and abilities as you do. People who are at the same level as us in various ways. Peers means of same age, classmate, college mate, colleagues. Okay, now we are going to study what is peer pressure. Okay, pressure means some type of stress, some type of condition. Okay, peer pressure is the influence. Okay, what is peer pressure? Is the influence exerted by peer. Exerted by peer means group of people, group of classmates, group of college mate, or group of colleagues, such that it encourage individual. Okay, it influence the individual, or in other way it can encourage to do some activities, whether it is positive or negative. Okay, so peer pressure is the influence exerted by a peer group such that it encourages individual in positive or negative way to change their attitude, values or behavior to match with peer group. Okay, in college और in school देखा ही होगा कि ग्रुप होता है लड़कों का लड़कियों का. ओके, तो कभी कभी क्या होता है कि हम वो ग्रुप में फिट होने के लिए खुद का खुद के वैल्यूज या खुद के जो थिंकिंग पैटर्न है या बिहेवियर चेंज करते हैं, क्योंकि हमें उस ग्रुप में फिट होना है. बिकॉज वी डोंट वांट आइसोलेशन, वी वांट टू फिट इन दैट ग्रुप has created a influence on your mind. Okay, that's why you want to join that group. In school, college, it's happen, it's natural, it's normal. Okay, so such type of pressure is called peer pressure. Peer pressure is direct or indirect. It is direct or indirect influence on peers. Peer pressure means feelings like you have to do something because people around you want you to or expect you to. Okay, peer pressure means a feeling that I want to do because that group want me to do such thing to fit in that group so that I can fit in that group. Okay, peer pressure is when you are influenced by other people to act in a certain way, in the same way. Now we are going to study types of peer pressure. First is positive. Okay, positive peer pressure. It encourages individual to adopt healthy behavior. Healthy example including encouraging someone to study harder, pursue a hobby and choose a good habit. Okay, sometimes ग्रुप का इम्पैक्ट इतना अच्छा होता है कि उसका पॉजिटिव इन्फ्लुएंस, ड्यू टू सच पॉजिटिव इन्फ्लुएंस इट एनकरेज समवन, वो पढ़ाई ज्यादा करता है, अच्छी हॉबी डेवलप करता है, अच्छे अच्छे हैबिट डेवलप करता है. ओके, सो दिस इज an example of positive peer pressure. Now, negative peer pressure. It includes individual to engage in undesirable action. Yes, negative. Now, negative impact. In positive peer pressure, it was positive impact. Now, in negative peer pressure, it is negative impact. Negative impact include drinking alcohol, smoking, drugs, and any other risky behavior. Okay. Now, direct peer pressure. Direct means this include clear and explicit request for or demand. Yes, in direct peer pressure, group make direct judgment or clear judgment that you want to do this. Example means directly asking you to try cigarette or join them in skipping class. Now indirect there was a clear and transparent message. Now in indirect means that individual see the group and he might feel that he might feel or he feel the urge to try it. Okay, as no one has asked him directly, it is a direct impact, indirect influence. So in indirect peer pressure, example like seeing a group of friends smoking might make someone feel the urge to try it themselves even if no one directly asks them to do so. Spoken peer pressure when someone verbally asks to do something. Unspoken by observing other. Okay, this type of pressure comes from observing other behavior. Cyber peer pressure, this type of pressure comes from online influences, including social media and online interaction. It can involve cyberbullying or exposure to negative behavior. Now, how peer pressure works actually? Okay, this is okay. How peer pressure work? There are peer means our classmate, college mate, colleagues. Okay, pressure means an influence exerted by a group of our classmate, college mate, so that individual change his attitude, behavior, values in order to fit in that group. Okay, there are many types of peer pressure: direct, indirect, spoken, then positive, negative, cyber. Okay, now how peer pressure works. People often feel the need to fit in. Yes, it is natural. In colleges, school, or in society, every people, every person want to want to fit in group or want to join the group. It's natural, and he expect that groups or allow him to join the group. Okay, so people often feel the need to fit in and be expected by peers, leading them to conform to group behavior even if those behavior differ from their own preferences. Okay, different types of people are in group, so everyone want to fit in that group. Social influence and fear of rejection exert pressure on individual. Yes, social influence जो सोसाइटी का इन्फ्लुएंस होता है या सोसाइटी का इम्पैक्ट होता है और फियर ऑफ रिजेक्शन, कभी कभी रिजेक्शन का भी फियर होता है, उसका प्रेशर इंडिविजुअल पे गिरता है, फियर ऑफ रिजेक्शन का, ओके, फियर ऑफ आइसोलेशन का, कंपटीशन विथ पियर्स का. सो इन सच वे पियर प्रेशर वर्क करता है और उसे इन्फ्लुएंस करता है टू जॉइन द ग्रुप or to change your behavior, change your values in order to fit in group. Okay, because some people fear, they have the fear of isolation. अकेले नहीं रह पाते, उन्हें डर लगता है. उसके बाद फियर ऑफ रिजेक्शन का भी होता है, सोशल इन्फ्लुएंस भी गिरता है, मतलब सोसाइटी का इन्फ्लुएंस या इम्पैक्ट भी गिरता है. ओके, अभी इम्पैक्ट ऑफ पीयर प्रेशर, उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या होता है. ओके, पीयर प्रेशर के टाइप्स देखे, पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव, डायरेक्ट, इनडायरेक्ट, स्पोकन, साइबर. उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या होता है, सबका इम्पैक्ट देखेंगे. एकेडमिक सक्सेस, ओके, पॉजिटिव पीयर प्रेशर का इम्पैक्ट है. एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलम एक्टिविटी, पॉजिटिव पीयर प्रेशर का इम्पैक्ट है. हेल्दी गुड हैबिट, गुड सोशल डेवलपमेंट, यूज ऑफ अल्कोहल, ड्रग, स्मोकिंग, नेगेटिव पीयर प्रेशर, लो सेल्फ स्टीम, एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन एंड सेल्फ हार्म, ये भी नेगेटिव पीयर प्रेशर का. एकेडमिक डिक्लाइन, नेगेटिव सोशल आइसोलेशन का, फियर ऑफ आइसोलेशन का. ठीक है, ये सोसाइटी इन्फ्लुएंस का है, सोसाइटी का जो प्रेशर होता है उसका इम्पैक्ट है. बॉडी इमेज इशू, ये साइबर peer pressure का impact. Now, how to cope with peer pressure? Communication with parents in a constructive way. Yes, communicate in that age. आपका जो communication होता है पेरेंट्स के साथ वो ट्रांसपेरेंट होना चाहिए. ओके, इन at certain age, when you feel the need to fit in group, or you feel the need to change your behavior, first there should be communication with your parents, okay, because they have a lot of experience than you, okay. Understand your values, okay. First of all, after communication, you should be self aware. आपको सेल्फ अवेयर रहना है, आपको खुद को इम्पोर्टेंस देना है, आपको खुद के वैल्यू को इम्पोर्टेंस देना है, और ये समझना है कि आपकी वैल्यू, it doesn't depend on what other things, and there is no need to fit in peer group. ऐसे ग्रुप में आप फिट होने की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है जहां पे आपके वैल्यूज को कोई मैच नहीं कर पाए। अगर आपके वैल्यूज पॉजिटिव है और ऐसे पीयर प्रेशर का इन्फ्लुएंस आप पे गिरता है जो निगेटिव पीयर प्रेशर है, ओके, निगेटिव ग्रुप है, और उसका प्रेशर, अगर उसका इन्फ्लुएंस आप पे गिरता है, तो यू देयर इज नो नीड टू फिट इन दैट ग्रुप, बिकॉज आपके वैल्यूज और वो ग्रुप के वैल्यूज मैच नहीं करते। सो प्लीज गिव इम्पोर्टेंस टू योर सेल्फ, be kind to yourself when facing challenge. Yes, when you face challenges, to cope with such peer pressure, be kind to yourself, okay. Then state your decision firmly and confidently. When there is a direct peer pressure from such group, you have to be you have to take self responsibility and stand for your decision, and be transparent that no means no. Say what you mean. Yes, exactly. You have to say what is beneficial for yourself. Don't over explain. Yes, no means no. There's no need to over explain your values, your attitude, or your behavior. Okay. Limit exposure to negative influences. Yes, there should be some limit, there should be some boundaries from negative influences. Set boundaries. Okay, there must be healthy boundaries. Respect your boundaries, okay. First of all, respect your boundaries, respect yourself, respect your values, understand the effect of negative choices. Yes, okay. Understand the impact of negative habit, understand the impact of negative people, understand the impact of negative influences, understand the impact of negative habits. No manipulative tactics. Manipulation होता है, okay, at every stage of life आपको मैनिपुलेट किया जाता है, so you should be self aware about such tactics. Now coming to the final point of peer pressure, that is conclusion. So peer pressure is common, it is very common influence from your childhood, from your school days, okay, whether it has positive and negative impact. First, you have to understand the impact of peer pressure. Positive peer pressure, negative peer pressure, direct peer pressure, indirect peer pressure. You have to note down your values, your behavior. You should respect yourself. You should take a stand for your attitude, for your values, for your thinking, for your perspective. And if your values are not matching with that group, there is no need to fit in that group, okay. So it requires self-awareness and proactive strategies, okay. Coping with peer pressure is about getting the right balance between being yourself and fitting in with your group. Yes, it is a balance, finding the right balance, getting the right balance. Being yourself, be yourself, okay, be genuine person, okay, be true to yourself, and then fit in with that group, okay. So it was all about peer pressure, how peer pressure work, what are the types of peer pressure, impact of peer pressure, and then conclusion. So it it is a connected to soft skill development because it requires self-awareness, proactive attitude, self-responsibility, respecting your boundaries, respecting your time, respecting your values, okay, taking a stand, communication with your parents, transparent communication, okay. So it was all about peer pressure. So hope you understand it. So thank you very much. Take care and best of luck for your future.